Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Sundarangam Kandar Ako Ikamaniya Vishesha Shobha Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Jami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Jami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Andani Yasa Sakale Priya Priti Manti Vasyanti Panti Kayanti Tiram Yaganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadhu Jala Vigrasya Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami 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 Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami
Shama Sundara, Shama Sundar Sirade. Jaya Lalita Visaka, Lalita Visaka, Lalita Visaka, Jaya Lalita Visaka. Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram. Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram. Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Sri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Vakate Satma. Guru Charana Padma Kevala Vakati Satma. Bandamui Savatana Mate Bandamui Savatana Mate Yahara Prasadeva Bhavatoriya Sadheva Bhavatoriya Krishna Prapti Hoya Hoite Krishna Prapti Hoya Hoite Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Koriya Kya Padma Vakya Chitete Koriya Aikya Aran Kori Ho Mane Asa Aran Kori Ho Mane Asa Sri Guru Charane Rati Aise Utama Kate Guru Charane Rati sakte pure sarva asa. Ye prasadhe pure sarva asa. चकुधना दिलोचे जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से चकुधना दिलोचे जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से ज्ञान सिद्ध प्रकाशित ओ दिव्य ज्ञान सिद्ध प्रकाशित ओ प्रेम भक्ति जहाँ है avidya vinasayate prema bhakti jahate avidya vinasayate Gaya harata rito Vede gaya harata rito Sri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adamata Narabandhu Guru Karuna Sindhu Adamata Narabandhu Lokena Lokera Jivana Lokena Lokera Jivana Ha ha Prabhu Karo Toya Deho Mare Pada Chaya Ha ha Prabhu Karo Toya Deho Mare Pada Chaya Eveda Shosodhe Bhuvana Veda Susu Tribhuvana Sri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adamata Narabandhu Sri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adamata Narabandhu Lokana Lokera Jivana Prabhu Kara Daya Deho More Pada Chaya Prabhu Kara Daya Deho More Pada Chaya Prabhu Kara Daya Deho More Pada Chaya Vedas Kosodhe Bhuvana Srila Prabhupada Bhakti-yoga Bhavana Dvivida Sarana Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Jaya, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada Guru Puja Ke. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Putale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyapadi Paschatyadesatarine. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Karo Mate Toma Bina Ke Dayalu Jagat Samsare. Haribol, hold on, Prabhu. Prabhupada.
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
It's offered. It's from the garland.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana. Jamuna Tira Vanachari. Jamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jayo Radha Shama Sundar Radha Shama Sundar Radhe. Jayo Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Jayo Krishna Balaram. Jayo Gauranitai 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 Jayo Gauranitai. Jayo Jayo Prabhupada 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 Jayo Jayo Prabhupada. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol.
Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki jai. Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem Sikho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivas Arigor Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinatha Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan ki jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Mayapur Dham ki jai. Jagannath Puri ki jai. Bhakti Devi ki jai, Tulsi Maharani ki jai, Ganga Mai ki jai, Jamuna Mai ki jai, Samaveda Bhaktavrinda ki jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Today we're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 67, entitled Balaram Slays Dvivida Gorilla, texts 17 through 23. So of these texts, text 23 has one purport. We'll read together 17 through 22 and then chant. The devotee has not shown up to put the verse on the board. So I'll read the slokas and then we'll go to 23. Dvividopi Mahavirya Shalam Udyamya Panina Abhyetya Tarasatena Balamurdyanya Tadayat Dvivida Api also, Maha, great, Virya, whose potency, Shalam, a shala tree, Udyamya, lifting up. Panina, with his hand. Abhyetya, approaching. Tarasa, swiftly. Tena, with it. Balam, Lord Balaram. Murdhani, on the head. Atadayat, he struck. Translation. Mighty Dvivida also came forward to do battle. Uprooting a shala tree with one hand, he rushed toward Balaram and struck him on the head with the tree trunk. So, in this verse, Dvivida is called Mahavirya. He's very powerful. And just with one hand, he was able to uproot a powerful shala tree and rush towards Balaram to strike him on the head. Text 18. Tam tu shankarshano murdni patatam achalo yatha pratijagraha balavan sunanden ahanachchatam. Tam, that tree trunk. Tu, but. Shankarshana, Lord Balaram. Murdni, on his head. Pantantam, falling. Achalaha, an unmoving mountain. Yatha, like. Pratijagraha, took hold of. Balavan, powerful. Sunandena, with Sunanda, his club. Ahanat, he struck. Cha, and. Tam, him, Dvivida. Translation. But Lord Shankarshan remained as motionless as a mountain and simply grabbed the log as it fell upon his head. He then struck Dvivida with his club named Sunanda. Text 19 through 21 together. Musala, I'll chant this slokas first. Musala hata mastisko Vireje raktadaraya Giriryatha garikaya Praharam nanu chintayan Punar anyam samutkhipya Kritvanish patram ojasa Tena hanatsu sankrudhas Tambala shatadachinat Tatonyena rusha jagne Tam chapi shatadachinat Mushala, by the club. Ahata, struck. Mastishkaha, his skull. Vireje, he appeared brilliant. Rakta, of blood. Daraya, with the downpour. Girihi, a mountain. Yatha, like. Garikaya, with red oxide. Praharam, the blow. Na, not. Anuchintayan, demolished the trees he was attacked with. Dvivida kept on uprooting trees from all sides until the forest was left treeless. Now we'll chant text 23 and 4.
Just chat and read the translation. It's already 8:20.
Yeah, okay. We won't do repeating of the mantra because he hasn't shown up today. Tato munchach chila varsham balasyo paryamarshitaha tatsarvam churnayam asha Lilaya mushalaya yudha tataha. Then amunchat, he released shila of stones, varsham, a rain, balasya upari, on top of Lord Balaram, amarshitaha, frustrated, tat, that, sarvam, all, churnayam asha, pulverized, lilaya, easily, musala ayudha, the wielder of the club. Translation. The angry ape then released a rain of stones upon Lord Balaram, but the wielder of the club easily pulverized them all. We can repeat together the sloka. The angry ape then released a rain of stones upon Lord Balaram, but the wielder of the club easily pulverized them all. Purport. Srila Prabhupada writes, when no more trees were available, Dvivida took help from the hills and threw large pieces of stone, like rainfall, upon the body of Balaram. Lord Balaram, in a great sporting mood, began to smash those big pieces of stone into mere pebbles. Even today, there are many sports wherein people enjoy striking a ball or similar object with a stick or bat. This sporting propensity exists originally in the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who playfully, lilaya, pulverized the deadly boulders hurled at him by the powerful Dvivida. Om Ajnana Timrandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshujunamilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale. Sukadeva Goswami, he was describing how Balaram, in intense feelings of separation, for the first time he left Krishna and went to Braja to console the Brijbasis. And he assured them, the Brijbasis, that Krishna would be coming back as soon as he finished his work of killing all the demons. Then Balaram, because there were constantly messengers coming and going from Dwarka to Braja, Balaram heard that Krishna was preparing to go to Kashi to fight with Pondraka and the king of Kashi. So Balaram quickly left Braja because he wanted to assist Krishna. Not only that, he wanted to assist Krishna to quicken his assignment to eradicate all of the demons. Because Balaram being the first expansion of Krishna, Krishna has his expansions and he has his associates. And in this particular incarnation, Krishna used both his expansions and his associates to assist him in killing all of the demons so that he could return back to the spiritual world quickly. So Balaram left Braja, and it's compared that both Uddhava and Balaram, they acted like the Ashwini Kumars, the twins, because both of them gave the medicine to cure the separation that the Brijbasis were feeling there when they visited Braja. So now Balaram had left Braja, and just at that time, the chapter before this was when Krishna went to attack Pondraka. And Balaram, what he did was not finalized by Sukadeva Goswami, because Sukadeva Goswami was just so ecstatically interested in describing the pastimes of Krishna. So now after Pondraka and the king Kashi had been annihilated, immediately Parikshit, he wanted to hear more about Balaram. What happened to Balaram? You left him in midair. So then Shukadeva Goswami began to describe what Balaram did when he left Braja. Now we had heard that while Balaram was in Braja, he was requested by Krishna and by the gopis who were Krishna's gopis to marry the young gopi girls who were Balaram's consorts. So at that time while he was there, he married them. Now he's returned to Dwarka to his wife Revati, and he's enjoying the company of his wife and these young girls who he had just married. This is described in different commentaries, that the young girls that were with Revati and Balaram were actually the young gopi girls who Balaram had married. So Balaram was enjoying himself, and appears there Dvivida gorilla. Now, every day during the classes, some very similar questions have been asked, and I felt that they weren't being answered fully. For instance, what insult did Dvivida commit to Lakshman that caused him to fall down and associate later with Narakasura? That was one question that kept getting avoided. Nobody quite gave the answer. And the other is, how is it that Dvivida, who was such a powerful general in the army of Ramachandra, was able to degrade himself to the point where he actually was attacking Lord Balaram in the next avatar? So, because these questions were not directly answered in the Srimad Bhagavatam, we have auxiliary scriptures that we can study and possibly get more answers just to embellish what we're reading here in the Srimad Bhagavatam. So after searching and searching in the Ramayana, in the Garga Samhita, and in the Kalki Purana specifically, these answers are given in more depth. For instance, now, when the demigods approached the Supreme Lord, not when Krishna was about to appear, but when Ram was about to appear. They prayed to Lord Vishnu that this ferocious demon, Ravana, is causing disturbance all over the universe, and we pray that you please come and annihilate him. So Vishnu was contemplating when he would appear, how he would appear, who his father would be. And Ravana had taken benediction from Lord Brahma. Ravana was so puffed up that he only asked Brahma that the higher living entities not be able to kill him. He had no concern whatsoever for the human beings or anyone below the human beings. He didn't ask for that benediction that the human beings not be able to kill him. So that meant understanding that he would need assistance, he instructed all the demigods who had just asked the Lord to appear to also appear along with him, but not in their actual forms, but to take forms as forest dwellers, that not specifically they come, but they impregnate the apsaras, the gandharvas, the vidyadharis, and the monkeys and the bears with a portion of their energy as sons who could assist Lord Ram in killing Ravana and his hordes. So some of these were the Vanaras, some of these were the bears, some of these were the langurs. Now Brahma said that he had already done that because one day he yawned, and from that yawn came Jambavan, the king of the bears. So each one of the demigods then, they impregnated and gave birth to a very powerful son. For instance, Indra gave birth to Bali, the sun god gave birth to Sugriva, and like that, the Ashwini Kumars, who were the sons of the sun god, they gave birth to two powerful generals, and their names were Dvivida and Minda. And Sugriva, therefore, was like their father or their uncle, we can say, because Sugriva was the son of the sun god, and they were the son of the sun god. So there is a very intricate relationship amongst all of the Vanaras who assisted the Supreme Lord Ram. And Lord Brahma, when he told the demigods to instill these sons with their power, he said they have to be able to change their forms, they have to have use of the weapons, they have to have be very powerful in warfare. All these special qualities their sons had to have to assist Lord Ram. So these were the Vanaras. They had a very complicated, intricate social system, just as humans have. They performed religious rites, they married, they had homes and palaces and kingdoms and relatives and all types of social orders, just like the human beings, because they were actually godly, coming to assist Lord Ram. So amongst them was Dvivida and Minda. And because Dvivida and Minda were the sons of the Ashwini Kumars are the physicians of the demigods. So Dvivida in particular, he was a very great physician. And during the war, when Lord Ram decided that he would personally come and kill Ravana, because the generals were saying, you can stay here on the shore, we will fly, we will kill Ravana and desecrate all of Lanka for you. You don't have to do it. And Rama said, no, I want to do this personally. And all of this could have been done by Ram's energy, but Ram personally wanted to take part and kill Ravana, because that's why he had appeared. So during the fight, and of course we had 7 slokas today of a very valiant fight between Dvivida and Balaram. So in the Ramayana, there's extensive Viryaras, all the different Rakshasas and the Vanaras fighting together, how the Vanaras, they use trees, as is being done here. They use tops of mountains that they would throw on top of the Rakshasas. They use their nails, their claws, their teeth, whatever personal capabilities they had. These were their weapons against the Rakshasas, who had very sophisticated weapons. So a lot of the Vanaras, they were decimated by the Rakshasas. The Rakshasas also were killed by the Vanaras. But in particular, the higher-ups, such as Lakshman, they were matched against their equals. So Lakshman, he was matched with Indrajit. And after defeat, actually, Indrajit was able to defeat Lakshman and Ram by becoming invisible and tying them up with snake arrows and ropes and piercing their bodies like porcupines. And then anyone who's read the Ramayana, they know then Hanuman had to bring the whole mountain, Gandhamadana, because he was a monkey. He couldn't figure out which herb it was. And Lakshman and Ram were revived at that time. But then the fighting went on. And finally, Lakshman was able to kill Indrajit. But Indrajit, he was the son of Ravana. And Ravana, he was the son of who's the father? He was a Brahmin. I forget his name right now. But he was a great Brahmin, a powerful Brahmin. So it meant that Indrajit came in the line of Brahmins. I can't remember his name, I'm sorry. So when Lakshman killed Indrajit, he had killed a Brahmin. And therefore, and he had killed him with a fiery weapon. Therefore, he had to suffer the result of killing a Brahmin. And he came down with a very high fever. And Dvivida, he was called, being a physician, to cure Lakshman. So Dvivida came, and he gave him a mantra. And that mantra was Samudrasyo tare tire Dvivido nama vanara. That if you say the name of Dvivida, who lives on the northern shore of the salt ocean, then you will be cured of your fever. So he chanted that, he put it on his head, he wrote it on a palm leaf, he had Lakshman see it, and Lakshman's fever was cured. So Lakshman was very grateful to Dvivida for curing his high fever, and he offered him a benediction. He said, anything you want, I'm happy to give you. So Dvivida, in that Vanara form, he prayed to Lakshman that I want to be killed by you, so that when I'm killed, you being the Supreme Lord, I will be freed from this lower form. So that was his benediction given by Lakshman. So now we come forward, because when Ram decided that he would return, he was requested, now it's time to go back to Vaikuntha, and the Vanaras all wanted to go with him. He took some of them, he left some of them here, such as Hanuman. He told Hanuman, you will live here so long as my glories are being chanted. Hanuman is still living here in Kim Purusha Loka. And some other Vanaras also remained here, including Dvivida and Mainda, the two brothers. And they went to live in the kingdom of the Vanaras, which was Kishkinda, down in the south. And the emperor there was Nila, another one of the great generals. He was the son of one of the demigods who I forget who it was. So they were living then in Kishkinda with all the other Vanuras who had stayed behind. And it was Treta Yuga when they appeared. Now already it was Dwapara Yuga. And Yudhisthira Maharaj was going to have his Rajasuya sacrifice. And he sent his brothers out to conquer all of the kings, take tribute from them, so that they could perform the Rajasuya sacrifice. And Sahadev, he was sent to the south. And he, one by one, was able to conquer each of the kings, Pulinda, and on and on and on he went, till he came all the way to the south, and he saw the beautiful kingdom of Kishkinda with all the caves where the Vanuras lived. And he challenged them that, I want you to pay tribute to Emperor Yudhisthira. And Dvivida and Mainda, they fought with Sahadev for 1 week, for 7 days. Now we can remember also that Bhima and Hanuman, who were actually brothers, because their father was the wind god, they also fought. And Sahadev and Nakula, they're also sons of the Aswini Kumars. Dvivida and Mainda are also, so they're brothers. They were fighting. And finally, because by that time, it was already Dwapara Yuga, the end of Dwapara Yuga, Dvivida and Mainda were quite old, so they acceded to Sahadev, they gave tribute, and they came under the shelter of Yudhisthira Maharaj. So Dvivida, at that time, now this is before the Pandavas appeared, and they fought for 20 days. And Dvivida, not having any weapons, being a Vanara, in the same way that he was fighting with Balaram here, he used trees, and he used mountaintops, and he would throw the mountaintops on top of Kamsa, and then Kamsa he was equally strong. He would also take a mountaintop and throw that on top of Dvivida, because they were equally strong. But because of Dvivida's old age, finally his bones were all broken and he had to admit defeat to Kamsa. So now Dvivida, having been defeated by Kamsa, was a part of his group. And that meant he was a part of all the demons. And these demons, not that they all wanted to be under Kamsa, but they were all conquered by Kamsa. So one of those demons was Narakasura. And we can remember Narakasura, his other name is Bhaumasura, because he was the son of Bhumi. And who was Narakasura's father? Who knows? Varahadev. So many of these demons, they started out, and if you look at their previous lives, they were devotees in their past lifetime. They had very elevated births, very elevated dynasties they came from. But due to influence of demoniac association, they also became demoniac. Same thing happened to Narakasura. He became demoniac. He associated with Banasura, way over in Assam. A lot of demons lived over there on that side of Krishna's other name is Mitraha. He had killed his friend. So Dvivida, he decided to take revenge. And he, because of his, he still was very powerful, but he was still a Vanara. So he, in any way he could, he decided to attack Anartha, which is the kingdom that Dwarka is contained within. And within Anartha also, Dwarka is surrounded by this Raivatataka mountain. So he went there, and he was committing terrible atrocities. He was expanding his body and rolling on the fields and crushing all the crops so the people had nothing to eat. He would go into the oceans and flap his hands and make tidal waves. And when Prabhupada was listening to this, Shrudakirti, this is in the memories of Shrudakirti, maybe he already told this story in one class. Shrudakirti was reading this chapter to Prabhupada, and when Prabhupada heard the different things that Dvivida was doing, specifically when he came to attack the sages, because when he went to the ashrams of the sages, he was uprooting all the trees, and he was going to their sacrificial arenas and passing stool and urine. And when Prabhupada heard that, he started to laugh and hit his leg like this. He was really enjoying this fight, because he knew that Dvivida was going to get slaughtered. So the next day when Shrudakirti started to read again, he saw how much Prabhupada enjoyed this Leela. He was looking for another demon Leela, and Prabhupada said to him, he stopped him, he said, "No, you just start reading. Krishna's like a sweet ball, and wherever you taste, it's sweet." So then he just started to read there. Now, when it comes to why did Balaram kill Dvivida? Because Balaram knew very well who Dvivida was. Balaram was Lakshman, of course. Even when Nityananda Prabhu would play with his friends, they would play out this whole Leela. He would be Lakshman, and there would be Indrajit, and like that. So Balaram perfectly understood. But there is a principle in the Manu Samhita that Prabhupada also brings. You had taken all of his wealth, you had kidnapped his wife, you had driven him out of the land. There are 5 different types of aggressors. One who kidnaps the wife, one who attacks with weapons, you attacked your brother, one who takes one's wealth and land, one who administers poison, and one who attacks with fire. So you had done 3 of these against your own brother. And therefore, aggressors must always be killed. And Prabhupada gives an example. In his own, when he was in Indore here, when Prabhupada was first taking the devotees on Sankirtan, they were having Pandal programs going from city to city. Prabhupada explains that simply by our chanting Hare Krishna, we will get enemies. Because enemies do not like the name of the Lord to be chanted. So Prabhupada was having a program in Indore, and on the stage were Prabhupada and the devotees. And one demon, he came to the edge of the stage, he grabbed the devotee, and he tried to pull him off of the stage. And Prabhupada stood up, he took his kartals, And he came to attack the demon. And the demon had to run away. So even Prabhupada, when he saw an aggressor against the devotees, Prabhupada personally picked up a weapon. And Prabhupada instructed the devotees. He said, you get 2 guns from for Mayapur, government-approved guns. You keep the guns there because almost every month the devotees were being attacked in Mayapur. He said the same thing about New Vrindavan. He said, 3 times now you've been attacked. You have to have guns. You have to train 10 to 12 people. This is what Prabhupada said. And he gave the counterexample of when you don't follow this, when you don't kill the Atatiyas. He said, one time, because we know Gandhi's principle of nonviolence that he somehow extracted from the Bhagavad-Gita. So one time, one man asked Gandhiji that if someone comes into your home and attacks your daughter to break her chastity, what would you do? And Gandhiji replied, I would remain nonviolent. And Prabhupada said, this is foolishness. He said, when there is an aggressor, you must attack and you must kill the aggressor. So here we have the aggressor. The aggressor is Dvivida. Dvivida was wandering around throughout this kingdom of Anartha, trying to do as much mischief as possible. And he heard beautiful singing coming from the Raivataka mountain. He was attracted by the singing. The young girls were singing because they were so attracted to Balaram's beauty. And when Dvivida entered the arena where this Leela is going to take place, he was also attracted by Balaram's beauty. But being mischievous, he started to taunt the young girls. The girls laughed at him. And then he started to pull their clothes. And Balaram, remembering who this actually was, but due to bad association, he had acquired demoniac qualities, he didn't pick up his weapons right away. He just threw a stone at him. And then what Dvivida did was, monkey in nature, he came over and attacked Balaram. The first thing he did was he broke his Varuni pot. And that made Balaram angry. And then he started to tear at Balaram's clothes. So here one time in Prabhupada's garden, we didn't always have all of this netting here. And we were completely at the mercy of the monkeys. The monkeys, they own the place. They're the original inhabitants here. The monkeys, the dust, the Jamuna River, Govardhan. So that's who belongs here. So we used to have a band of monkeys, and they used to regularly terrorize us here. So one monkey particularly liked to sit on Prabhupada's asan in the garden. And one day, in my powerful fury, I threw a stone at him. Foolishly. You never throw a stone at a monkey, because when you throw a stone, you don't have any weapon in your hand. So that monkey, he, of course, remembered me, and with a vengeance, he waited for me. And as I was taking Prabhupada's lunch to him, he came and attacked me. And he attacked me the same way Dvivida attacked Balaram. He started to, with his teeth, he started to tear my sari to pieces. Because, I guess the monkey thought that that was me. And I'm screaming, Krishna, Krishna, Prabhupada. So monkeys, it's in their genes. This is how they attack. They have their teeth, they have their claws, and they attack people like that. So the monkey attacked Balaram now. Lightly. He attacked him by breaking his honey pot, and then tearing his clothes, and making fierce faces at him. So then Balaram remembered all of the atrocities that Dvivida had been committing in Anartha kingdom. And he decided, here is an aggressor. So then he picked up his musal, Sunanda, and he went to hit him. Before he hit him, Dvivida picked up a tree with one hand and was going to hit Balaram one hand. Balaram was able, very calmly, took the tree and shattered it into pieces. So then we have these slokas where the story goes on. Soon the whole forest became treeless because Dvivida picked up one tree after another and Balaram smashed them all. When there were no more trees, then he started to pick up boulders at tops of the mountain peaks and throw them at Balaram. And Balaram, with his club, just like with a cricket bat, he was smashing all of these stones. They were having fun. It was fun. Nobody was winning. Nobody was losing. They were just having a nice sport. And finally, Balaram just got tired of it. And when all the mountains and the stones were finished, the trees were finished, Dvivida only had his fists. So then he went to attack Balaram with his fists. And Balaram, with just one blow, hit him in a very weak spot, which is the collarbone. And Dvivida then started to spit blood, and he died at the hands of Balaram, which was exactly the benediction that he asked for. So this is a continuation of these beautiful pastimes of Krishna and Balaram. We have to remember at the very beginning of the first canto, when the rishis asked Sutta Goswami, they were asking different questions. What they asked for was that we want to hear the beautiful pastimes of Keshav and Ram. So throughout the Srimad Bhagavatam, specifically in the 10th canto, we hear these beautiful pastimes of Krishna and Balaram. And really the Srimad Bhagavatam is the entire narrative of the pastimes of Krishna and Balaram in their different incarnations. For instance, Balaram is also Anantashesh. His mother, Rohini, was Kadru. He, being Anantashesh, now he took the form of Balaram. So all of these different forms of the Lord that were taken, it's always Krishna and Balaram together. They never leave each other. They go on eternally in their pastimes, and therefore, Srila Prabhupada, being a great devotee of Krishna and Balaram, and understanding the importance of worshiping them, he established here the Krishna Balaram temple for several reasons. First of all, because there are many, many Radha Krishna temples here in Vrindavan. Everyone worships Radhe Radhe, because we know that by the mercy of Radharani you can approach Krishna. But the Gaudiya Vaishnavas, they understand that how to get the mercy of Radharani, you have to get the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. And therefore, on the first altar, we have Krishna, Gaur and Nitai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. And although Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he gave us the prime emblem of the Vaishnavas, Trinadapi Sunichena, Taror Iva Sahishnuna, Amanina Manadena, Kirtaniya Sadahari, that if we want the mercy of the Lord to always chant his holy name forever, Kirtaniya Sadahari, then we have to become more humble than a blade of grass, more tolerant than a tree. But when the aggressor, Madhai, came and broke the pot on Nityananda's head, was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu nonviolent? No. He was immediately ready to kill Madhai. And Madhai later, he very much repented the fact that he had killed Nityananda Prabhu, that he had tried to kill Nityananda Prabhu by attacking him. So even the Supreme Lord, he is prepared at any moment, even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, even our Srila Prabhupada, they are always prepared to attack the aggressors. And therefore, we have to use this principle properly in our Krishna consciousness. One time, many years ago, Hridayananda Maharaj came here to visit. He hasn't come for so many years for health reasons. He was giving a class about how the devotees should direct their anger. For instance, Balaram became angry, therefore he killed Dvivida. He said, rather than becoming angry at each other, we should become angry at all of the different industries that are creating the pollution here. And this was 20 years ago he said this. Now we can hardly breathe because we didn't become angry enough to stop the pollution here. So we have to direct our anger to keep the atmosphere of Braj pure, to always chant the glories of Krishna and Balaram, to take great relish in hearing their pastimes in the Srimad Bhagavatam. And rather than getting angry at each other, we should get angry at those who are polluting the atmosphere of Vrindavan, always remembering the different offenses that should be avoided here in the Holy Dham. There are many different types of offenses, the offenses against the holy name, offenses to the Guru, the 64 different offenses in the Seva aparads, and there are also aparads to the Holy Dham. So we have to be very cautious while we're here in Vrindavan to avoid those offenses, to always offer respects to the Guru, to understand that no one who is able to reside in the Holy Dham is an ordinary living entity. We only get to enter here by the grace of the Supreme Lord. We have to never make a business of our deity worship, of our chanting of Hare Krishna. We have to offer respects to all the residents here. And we have to ourselves be very careful not to commit offenses. Because by these offenses, it's explained that although Dvivida and Mainda are the Avaran deities that are in the circle of the Supreme Lord Ram in Vaikuntha, they're worshipped along with Ramachandra. The Supreme Lord had them come here in their Shaktavish form to display these pastimes so that we could understand, just as Jai and Vijay came down as demons to fight with the Lord, so Dvivida also came down from Vaikuntha to fight with the Lord, to show us the dangers of associating with non-devotees. So all these lessons we should take to heart and pray to Krishna and Balaram that they protect us from bad association and to always be able to chant their holy names. Hare Krishna. Jai. Any questions? Yes, Prabhu.
He beat me to it. He beat me to it. Punch.
So you began your class with a question that was the insults that Dvivida had made, but you only spoke of a benediction that Dvivida received.
Well, Dvivida, he was one of the generals on the East Gate, and Dvivida considered himself to be very powerful, and therefore he did not recognize Lakshman to be the Supreme Lord, all-powerful. He thought himself to be more powerful, and then the fact that he was able to cure the fever of Lakshman. Therefore, he had this concept that he was more powerful than Lakshman. And that was the offense that caused him to eventually associate with non-devotees, particularly Narakasura.
And just a little comment, because you talked about prepared, and so on. And I just was thinking about in Indonesia, the devotees have created a community there called Gita Nagari Baru. And since it's, not a devotee surrounding, they made a program that they would practice martial arts every day, very visibly, so that everyone could see that they were getting expert. So anyway, that was following in the footsteps there. Hare Krishna.
Where in Indonesia?
It's Sumatra, I think. Or Java. I'm not Java. North of Jakarta. There's the devotees there. They clubbed together, bought a huge piece of land, and created a community. There's about 100 families there. They have a school. They're a recognized village by the government, and to let everyone know that they are not the non-violent. I mean, they are non-violent, but they're prepared at the same time.
Excellent.
I've heard that the martial arts came originally from the priests and to protect the churches and the temples. So all the martial arts that you see in the world actually originated from religious monks protecting the religious principles. So then, there you go.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Mataji, I didn't understand this, this kind of benediction, going into negative role and killed by the Lord, and not going to the devotional path to get love of the Lord. So how it is good, because...
Well, there were two devotees of Lord Ram who asked for similar benedictions. One was Jambavan. He asked to be killed by Ram personally. And the other was Dvivida, who asked to be killed by Lakshman. So at the same time that Balaram killed Dvivida, he not only took the life out of his body, but he was able to extract all of these sinful reactions of whatever he had done, because it's a benediction to be killed by the Supreme Lord. And also, he was able to be relieved from this lower creature's body. So that was why he asked to be killed by him, because he could understand the benefit of being killed by the Supreme Lord. In the case of Jambavan, because Jambavan and Krishna were fighting for the Shamantaka jewel, but Jambavan eventually, fighting for 28 days, he realized that this is my Ram. Well, already he had a place in Vaikuntha as a Avaran Murti, Avaran deity. He's worshipped along with the Ram Darbar. They're in concentric circles, these different types of associates of the Lord, and he, along with his brother, are worshipped along with Ramachandra in the Vaikuntha planet of Ramloka.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Mataji, you mentioned about anger, that we should not be angry with devotees, but we should direct the anger to the Ugra karma that's going on. So I just wanted to understand from a practical application point of view, that does that stage arrive once one has calmed down a little bit from the seemingly... So does that stage of directing one's anger, instead of to the devotees, instead of doing that, to direct it to the factories that you mentioned, does that happen when one has calmed down a little bit? Or, because I don't, Yeah, I don't understand how it's possible. My question is how to do it.
How to do it.
How to direct when you're angry with someone. Not that one should be angry, but due to shortcomings of somebody else.
Well, that was in yesterday's class. There was a whole description of how to control one's anger. You can listen to that class. Right now it's almost 9:10. So I'm not trying to avoid the answer. It's just that a whole class was given yesterday on how to control one's anger. Okay, you can listen to that class. All right, thank you. Okay. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. Jai.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.